Alright, welcome back to Ace Academy. Woo! Let's load my last save file. I wake up energized and throw off the blankets before getting dressed. Since we're going directly to the beach, I decide to just wear my swim trunks and a shirt. Nikki's waiting for me downstairs. She's wearing a cover-up and has a bag slung over her shoulder.
Finally.
Hey, I'm on time for once.
So, I've been awake for at least an hour.
Why'd you get up so early? Nikki beams on fidgets with excitement.
How could I sleep when I have such a fun day ahead of me?
Alright, my audio is a tiny bit borked. That's just on my side though. I seem to get audio mainly from the left. The bank jostles as she fidgets. What's in the bag?
Just beach stuff, extra clothes, towels, sunscreen, you know.
That's actually pretty smart.
I know.
Nikki pushes me towards the door.
Come on, let's go already.
Alright, let me just grab my keys. After collecting my things, Nikki and I climb on my bike and we hit the road. Hit the road, Jack. Nikki hops on my bike as soon as I park and sprints out towards the sand. Wait. She either doesn't hear me or ignores me. Of course, that means I'm stuck carrying all the stuff. I will sigh, I sling the bag over my shoulder and follow her. As I walk on the sand, I scan the beach for my friends, but I don't see anyone I recognize. They must be the first ones here.
Oh, son, I've missed you.
We had Sun back home too.
It's not the same.
She continues to skip and dance in the sand, then spins in a cartwheel. She grins at me. Let Nikki have her fun. I grab back and continue to trudge along behind her.
What are you doing? You don't have to carry all that stuff.
What about setting up?
We can do that later. This is way more fun. Come on, come join me.
Okay. Alright then, stand back at the moth to show you how it's done. I kick off my shoes and drop the bag. Windmilling my arms, I push my legs off the ground and try to lift them in the air. They almost make it halfway before losing momentum and I fall to the side, off balance. Nikki's laugh rings in my ear.
Good one, bro. You really showed me.
It worked better in my head.
If only the rest of you understood physics as well as your head does.
As we both catch our breath, Nikki glances at the front and back.
Well, let's just set up here.
Okay. We each lay out a towel from the back. Nikki pulls a cover up over her head, revealing a thready two-piece. You're wearing something sensible. I've rather a sigh of relief. Oh good, you're wearing that.
Okay.
No, it's a good thing. It's dirty.
What?
Would have been wearing something like that. I point to a woman wearing a string bikini. And the guy could come by and accidentally pull on that string, and then her whole top would fall off. My voice trails off as I imagine the string slipping down the woman's shoulders, freeing her. Nikki wrinkles her nose.
Yeah, next time keep your weird fantasies to yourself.
As Nikki and I finish setting up, we're greeted by a familiar face.
Hey!
A breathless Joe stands before us, carrying a large umbrella. Maya stands beside him. Hey Joe, did you run all the way over here? He gets a sting gasp as Maya answers for him.
Yeah, he saw you from the car and raced down here to say hi.
You didn't have to.
I thought I saw you with another cute girl and had to get a closer look to be sure.
Nikki giggles, instinctively step in front of her. I instinctively step in front of her.
Aren't you gonna introduce me?
Don't hit on my sister. I don't like the tone you're taking.
You mean this very innocent and non-threatening tone?
That's not the vibe I'm getting.
Isn't he your friend? I'm sure you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, the pretty lady gets it.
Nikki giggles again. Nikki, stop enjoying this.
Sometimes you just need to calm down, big bro.
Your sister? Sorry, I didn't know.
I watch him warily as Nikki steps forward.
Don't mind him. I'm Nikki.
I'm Sho, and this is Mayu.
He glances at Maya, who has been standing in silence, then balks at the pout on her face.
Huh? What's wrong?
She sighs.
Nothing.
Oh, did you want to introduce yourself? Sorry about that.
She sighs again.
No, that's not it.
She'll scratch the back of his head.
Huh? Then what is it?
She continues to pout.
It's nothing.
He leans over to me and whispers.
They make an adorable couple.
I blink. A couple? Shio glances back to us.
Us? No, we're just friends.
Maya sighs again.
Yeah, just friends.
Nick leans over and whispers again.
He's so clueless.
Then she hits my arm. Hi!
Also, you weren't supposed to say that so loudly. What's the point of whispering if you're just going to blurt it out?
I rub at the sore spot. When did he get so strong? Suddenly, we hear a shout at a distance. Following the source of the sound, I glance over and see Kaori hovering over a cowering man. He has his hands up defensively. Kaori snatches the camera out of his hands, fidgets with it, and throws it back at him. The man scoops up the camera, stumbles to his feet, and runs away. As the man flees, Kaori walks towards the water before chucking something into the waves. We stare dumbfounded, watching the scene unfold. Kaori spots us as she turns away from the water and stomps towards us. I can practically see the steam rising out of her ears. Show sighs.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
Mayu nods.
Aren't you overreacting a little?
Nikki's voice wavers as Kaori approaches, betraying her confidence. Hey Kaori.
Can you believe that guy?
Her voice trembles from anger. What happened?
That pervert was taking pictures of younger girls. I made him promise never to do it again. Then took out his memory card and threw it into the ocean for good measure.
Nikki eyes Kaori with wonder, then elbows me.
Wow, she's not scary at all. At least not like you described her.
Kaori whirls on me, a fierce scowl plastered on her face. When she notices Nikki, her expression softens to one of curiosity.
Who are you?
Nikki beams.
Oh, I'm Nikki.
Kaori continues to stare until Nikki points to me.
His sister.
Kaori raises an eyebrow.
Really? Wow, you're lucky. You two look nothing alike.
Thanks.
Thanks. We answer simultaneously. Nikki and I blink at each other in surprise, and then speak at the same time.
What's that supposed to mean?
What's that supposed to mean? Shell laughs.
I'm pretty sure Kaori meant Nikki's lucky she doesn't look like you.
Thanks out of my back, bro.
No problem, Broseph.
Nikki giggles.
I like Cowdy.
Kaori stammers out her reply as her cheeks tinge pink.
Oh! Thanks.
Hey, everyone.
We clearly turn around at the sound of Yuna's voice. I want to respond to her, but my voice gets caught in my throat. Never before have I been so thankful that the bikini was invented. Judging by the silence, everyone is as entranced as I am. Yuna fidgets under our gaze and amicably wraps her arms around herself.
Is everything alright?
Like everyone else, Nikki's gaze is fixated on Yuna. She looks down at the chest, then back at Yuna and sighs.
Life is so unfair.
What?
Oh boy. Kaori snaps back to Reddit and hits me hard. Ow!
Stop being a pervert!
What's it to hitting? Or what's a sore spot? Jeez, Kaori, why do you always have to resort to violence? Kaori crosses her arms.
It's the only way to knock some sense into you.
Fair. Nikki nods along.
Ain't that the truth?
Kaori looks at Nikki with interest. Yuna tries to cover up, clearly mortified.
You guys...
Shio sends in a daze till Mayu pokes him.
I see.
Huh?
She glances down and shuffles her feet.
So that's what you like.
No, that's not it. I like yours too.
Mayu looks up at Shio with wide eyes, then covers herself with her hands.
Stop looking!
Show's face burns red and he trips over his words.
Wait, no, I didn't mean it like that. I promise. I'm not looking.
Maya continues to stare at him with dull eyes.
But not because yours aren't good. Because they're great.
Gary marches over and whacks Show on the back of the head.
Ow!
She hovers protectively over Mayu.
Come on, Mayu.
Okay.
Nikki grabs my arm and pulls me over to Yuna, who still looks nervous.
You're being so rude, big bro. You didn't even introduce me to your friend.
Alright, this is my sister, Nikki. Yuna smiles, clearly relieved.
I'm Yuna. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Sorry about earlier.
Yuna wipes away the apology.
It's fine. So, where are we sitting?
I want to answer, and a sudden weight on my back throws me off balance. Stand.
Did you miss me?
I catch whoever's on my back, as two slender arms snake around my neck. A look of blonde hair falls before my eyes as Valerie presses her cheek against me.
Did you miss me?
Gary marches over confronts Valerie before I can respond.
What do you think you're doing?
Claiming my spot.
Nikki rolls her arms and pouts at Valerie.
Do you always jump on the first guy you see?
I'm surprised by the disapproval dripping in her voice. Valerie slides over me and gives me a wink.
Just the cute ones.
Show grins.
Then you should have jumped on me instead.
She puts her finger to her lips and looks innocently at Show.
Oh, I thought Mayu would have already done that.
We're just friends.
Maya tries to hide the blush from her face while Show interjects. Valerie grins impishly.
Oh, well, if that's the case,
She jumps back to her feet.
get ready because you're next.
What? Are you serious?
She displays a mixture of trepidation and hope as Valerie readies herself to leap.
No!
Everyone stares at Maya, who is frozen, stunned by her own outburst.
I mean...
Her cheeks steadily burn red as she struggles to find her words. Valerie laughs and pats Maya on the head.
I was just kidding. No need to get so worked up.
Mayu pouts.
I wasn't worked up.
She gently moves away from Valerie, whose gaze is now firmly fixed on Yuna.
Oh my god.
Valerie ups close to Yuna and leans towards her chest. Oh boy.
Where have you been hiding these this whole time?
Yuna's mouth hangs open in shock.
I would like to know this too.
Gary bats Show on the arm.
Stop being a pervert!
Ow! I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Yuna's desperately trying to cover herself.
Can we please focus on something else? Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Me too.
Sure.
Seems a little reluctant to his agreement. Show seems a little reluctant in his agreement.
So, where are we going to sit?
Nikki and I already started setting up right here.
It's not too close and not too far from the water.
Sounds good to me.
Everyone nods and begins to lay out the towels. We're lounging on the towels enjoying the sun when a sharp squeal interrupts the tranquility.
Nikki!
Nikki bolts upwards and waves to her friends as they race towards her.
You're here.
Of course! We said we were going to be here, didn't we?
The friend lowers her voice.
Are you hanging out with your brother?
Uh-oh.
Yeah? Oh, is he going to come with us to the temple? No.
Aw, why not?
He's busy.
The two girls stare at me.
He doesn't look busy.
One of the friends kneels down and grabs my arm. Hi.
You should come. It'll be so fun.
The other friend grabs my other arm.
Yeah, you can walk with me.
What? No, I got here first.
Oh god, not again.
So, he obviously prefers me.
No, what is wrong with you two?
Nikki steps in and drags the two girls off of me. They blink at her in surprise.
I don't understand. Didn't you say you and Yes?
Then why are you so upset?
Because he's my brother!
They look at each other and seem to come to an understanding.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Huh?
What don't I know?
That Nikki really...
Nikki claps her hand over her friend's mouth.
What couple of weirdos, am I right?
She pulls the girls roughly to their feet, much to their dismay, and pushes them away from me.
Gee, look at the time. We better get going. I'll get a ride back with these two, so, I'll see you at home. Bye!
I hear faint protests from Nikki's friends as she hurries them away. Meanwhile, my friends have been eerily silent. Hesitantly, I glance over to a circle of frowns. What?
I had no idea you were so popular.
Yuna's bright eyes are dulled with disapproval. I don't know why they like me so much.
Do you know how old those girls are? Creep.
They came on to me. I look around for a friendly face, and my gaze lands on Sho. Come on, Sho, buddy, you're with me, right?
I misjudged you.
I can't tell if he means it in a good way or a bad way. Maya watches me silently. I can't tell what she's thinking. Valerie latches onto my arm.
You know, if you wanted a younger girl, you only had to ask.
Fuck. I like them all though. Sorry, but I'm more into mature types. Valerie drops my arm.
You mean past its prime?
No, I mean more experienced. Valerie blinks and frowns in silence. This is sufficiently awkward. So, the beach. How about we go swimming? Maya brightens the idea. At the idea.
Yes! Swimming!
She grabs Sho and races towards the water. Sho stumbles behind her.
Hey, slow down!
Carrie and Valerie glance at each other, then grin and jump to their feet. They speed behind the pair and leap into the water with glee. Hey, wait for us! Yuna and I follow behind. When we reach the shore, I slowly wade into the sea and enjoy the water cools my hot skin.
Come on, Yuna. What are you waiting for?
Yuna sticks towards the shore and watches nervously as the water laps at her knees.
That's okay. I'll just stay here.
Do you know how to swim?
Yeah.
Sho and Maya swim over and stand next to Kaori.
What is it then?
Don't worry about it. I'm very happy right here.
Aw, hanging out by yourself is no fun.
The water and I don't really get along well. Are you scared? Here, you can walk with me.
Maya stretches out her hand and smiles encouragingly at Yuna.
Well, it's more like...
Yuna plunges face first into the water and disappears below the waves. Yuna! Everyone lunges towards her. She resurfaces, her back towards us. Yuna, are you okay?
Don't look!
Something floats in the water in front of her, which she snatches out of the water and presses to her chest. Her head is lowered, and her shoulders swim to... she struggles to simultaneously hide herself and retire her bikini top at the same time. Maya clamps her hands over Sho's eyes.
What?
Don't look.
Stay put. I've already been called a pervert once today. I don't want to make the situation worse. Valerie is nearly doubled over on the beach. Her squeals of laughter adding to the commotion. She was stuck behind Yuna while we were all distracted and pushed her in. Carrie stalks back to the beach and stands in front of Valerie.
Why would you do that?
Yuna looked like she could use a little push to get into the water, so I gave her one.
I bet you did it because you knew exactly what would happen.
I did not. But I won't lie and say it isn't hilarious.
What if she didn't know how to swim? She could have gotten really hurt.
It's right against the beach. Completely shallow waters.
Still, it's dangerous because you can't prepare yourself. Cowrie!
A figure of long dark hair leaps onto Gary's back, holding her in a hug.
Ah!
Gary wimbles her arms trying to catch her balance, but tumbles into the water.
May!
Gary pushes May off of her and wipes the water out of her eyes.
You can't just push people into the water! Why don't you people understand this?
Valerie is clutching her stomach in laughter.
So good.
May just smiles and cocks her head to the side.
It's good to see you too. That's not what I said!
Valerie finally catches her up and waves over to May.
Nice one.
Thanks. I'm May.
Valerie.
May glances at the rest of us who has been observing in silence, trying to process the scene. Mayu coughs awkwardly.
I'm Mayu, and this is Sho.
Sho is very obviously trying to process May's ample assets, but at the sound of his name, he snaps back to reality.
Right. Hi.
Yuna also seems to be sizing up May.
I'm Yuna.
And I'm Drew. Mayu graces off with a broad smile.
It's nice to meet you all. Kaori, when did you make so many friends?
And now, you're leaving.
But I only just met everyone.
Don't you have your own friends to hang out with?
I am hanging out with my friend.
That's not...
A jet of water splashes Kiri's face. May giggles while Kiri grows more irritated. She flicks her wrist and sends a stream towards May. But May dodges and it splashes Yuna's chest instead. Yuna glances down at the chest, then narrows her eyes, clearly fed up. Using her whole arm, she sends a big wave towards Kiri, but the water misses and catches Valerie, who squeals happily. She sends a small splash back, which catches Mayu on the cheek. Mayu blinks. Valerie's brow wrinkles in worry and she opens her mouth to apologize, but instead Joyce just splashes the Mayu sends back. Before long, all the girls are scooting and bouncing around in the water, splashing each other. Joe and I stand off to the side watching the glorious view.
Is this not the best thing you've ever seen in your life?
I'm not suddenly, but another voice answers.
Yes, it is.
Akira. As one, Joe and I turn to see Akira nodding approvingly. When did you get here? He gives me a confused look.
I've been here this whole time.
Joe and I glance at each other, then shrug. I think I've seen May before. She's part of Ona Bagaisha, right?
Yeah.
I remember Kiyomi's intense reaction when we learned to be matched against May's team, but May seems to treat her like they are old friends. How do May and Kiri know each other? They seem to have opposite reactions when seeing each other.
Their relationship is strange. They've known each other since childhood, but judging by the way they act towards each other, it's hard to remember that.
The conversation ends. Silence settles in as we continue to watch the smash attacks.
Why aren't we joining in on the fun?
That's a great question.
Sho swims close to the girls and shoots a stream of water towards Mayu. Mayu ups in surprise and splashes back when she sees Sho's grin. Akira and I join in after Sho's introduction into the splash water. The sun kisses the horizon, spilling orange light over the waves. Akira and May left right after the splash water to join their friends. Valerie is lounging on her towel, trying to soak up the loss of the dying rays while reading from her e-reader. Yuna sits on the sand, watching the waves lap at her feet. Kiri looks thoughtfully as she sits in her fold-up chair, tossing and catching an inflatable beach ball. Sho and Maya are missing. I'm not sure where they went. The day is winding down. It'll be dark soon. I want to spend a little more time with Yuna. I walk over to Yuna. Hey Yuna, what are you up to? She squints at me, then smiles.
Watching the fish swim. When I was little, my family took me on vacation to a beach where the fish would nibble at our toes. I felt like a mermaid swimming while the fish followed me.
Oh, so you know how to swim. So you do know how to swim. Yuna glances at me with a curious expression.
Of course. Why wouldn't you think so?
You just seemed really nervous about going into the water earlier today. She hugs herself.
Well, obviously I had my reasons for being nervous. But actually, I used to love swimming in the ocean when I was younger. I used to race and win all the time.
Well, how about we race?
I don't know if that's such a good idea.
We don't have to. I shrug. It was your suggestion. It's getting late anyway, so maybe we should head back. Yuna nods.
You're right.
I'll go get
Okay.
Don't be scared. It's okay if you're scared to lose.
I wouldn't
Then what's holding you back? Your swimsuit? She seems uneasy. It stayed on for the rest of the time we were moving around in the water. I doubt you have any more trouble.
That's true. Okay, you're on.
Okay, how about the first one to that rock wins? Ready? Yuna nods. And by signal, we push off. We're neck and neck at start, but as the race continues, she's able to gain a little more distance. It's a close race, but Yuna ends up breaching the rock first. Looks like you still got it. She smiles as she catches her breath.
It was a close race.
She glances at the sky overhead.
It's getting dark. Maybe we should head back.
Yeah, I got show Mayu.
Okay, I'll tell Valerie and Cowdy.
I nod that we swim back to the shore. Or to shore. As I search the beach, I find Sho and Mayu sitting on a rock cliff, their feet dangling in the water. Call out. Hey guys! They jerk away from each other, putting as much space between them as they can. Maya stares at the water, while Sho grins nervously at me.
Hey, Brosif.
What are you guys doing here?
Nothing. Just watching the sunset.
Maya nods. Oh, cool. Anyway, it's time to get dark, so we're all thinking of going home.
That makes sense.
Okay.
He leaps to his feet and walks past me. Maya keeps a distance between her and Sho, but follows him off the rock cliff. Wait up! Everyone was waiting for us when we joined the group. You guys didn't pack up yet?
We figured we'd do it together, since we wanted to walk to the parking lot together anyway.
Maya smiles.
Thanks for waiting.
Yuna nods. We all pack up our belongings and head to the parking lot, where we all say our goodbyes and hop into our respective vehicles. Since Nikki said she was leaving with her friends, I kick my bike into gear and drive home. I'm exhausted by the time I get home, and I'm secretly thankful Uncle Kaito is nowhere in sight. All I want to do is take a hot shower and go to bed. Nikki hasn't come home yet either, so the bathroom is all mine. I wash the sand and salt water off my skin, then go to sleep early. My alarm sounds, waking me up. I turn it off and prepare for the day. After a quick breakfast, I drive to school and head to class.
Good morning, everyone. I have some good news. Because so many of you did well on the pop quiz from last week, we're going to have another one.
A chorus of groans circles around the classroom.
I knew you'd all be excited.
I'll be excited. I then gradually fall silent as the TAs hand out the quiz. I breezed through the last quiz, and I'll breeze through this one too. I scribbled down, once the paper lands on my desk, I scribble in the correct answers. This material is all stuff I've already learned. After a few minutes, I turn in my completed list to the professor.
Done already? You still have plenty of time if you want to check your work.
Yep, it's been checked. The professor glances skeptically at my paper, then does a double take as he recognizes my name.
Oh, you're the student who got perfect marks on the last quiz.
I nod. He offers me a smile.
Thank you.
Soon everyone has turned in their paper.
Everyone awake now? Good. In today's lesson... Class dismissed.
Wow. I gather my things and file out of the classroom with everyone else. Once I'm outside, my legs take me towards the hangar. I need to practice. My chat with Akira last Monday has been on my mind ever since. Our team has been on a really good streak, but are we strong enough to beat Akira's team? I shove myself into the hangar and shake my head free of these thoughts. We have to beat Onobegaisha first. I pass aura on my way to Ego and hear voices raised in heated argument. Gary glances at me, who looks exasperated.
I always have your best interest at heart. That's not true! When have I not? Have you already forgotten about what happened with Ryota?
May looks taken aback.
Really? You're bringing that up? How was I supposed to know he'd react that way? You weren't supposed to tell him at all! Maybe not, but I was trying to help.
Gary's face contorts in anger.
I know that wasn't my intention. And how Ryota handled the situation. Best friends don't treat each other like that. I know.
May thoughts of Kiri's piercing stare.
Kaori. Well, none of that would have happened in the first place if you had just kept my secret a secret. It was all your fault.
May blinked rapidly.
I can't talk to you when you're like this. You need some time to calm down. Maybe then you'll listen to reason. Don't you dare!
May spins on her heels and walks away, her footsteps echoing behind her.
May! Ugh!
Kira lets out a scream of frustration into her hands. As she turns around, she notices me.
How long have you been there?
Just got there. Not long at all.
What did you hear?
Nothing. Kiri narrows her eyes. Okay, just enough to watch May storm off. She continues to stare at me. A little about a guy named Ryota, but that's it.
It's rude to eavesdrop.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to. So what was that about anyway?
It was nothing.
Who's Ryota?
Nobody you know.
Does he go there?
No.
Then who is he? So who is he then?
He is none of your business. Besides, you've already heard all about it when you were listening in on a private conversation.
No, that's not... My phone buzzes. Save it a bell. Well, buzz I guess. Sorry, I better get this. Kiri nods. She looks just as relieved as I am. I accept to go and walk further away from Kiri. Hello?
Hey!
Hey, Una.
I hope I didn't catch you at a bad time.
No, this is perfect.
Okay, so your account manager with Dashu reached out to me. He'll be close to campus later today and would like to meet with you.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm not sure what everyone's schedules look like.
Wait, he wants to meet with just you.
Uh-huh. I bet he wants to get to know me better. Does he want to get to know me better?
Yeah.
That's flattering, but he's not really my type.
What?
What?
He wants to learn more about your gear.
Oh, so not me?
Well, I guess some of it is about you, but mostly it'll be about Eagle.
Why do I feel a little disappointed by that? Eagle?
He's impressed by how well your gear has been able to hold out against some of the newer models. So, will you meet him?
Yeah, sure.
Great! You can meet him at the cafe after lunch.
Alright, I'll be there. Thanks, Yuna.
No problem.
After saying goodbye, she hangs up. By the time I end the call, Kiri is nowhere in sight. That's probably for the best. Honestly, our chat didn't end on such a great note. Since I came into practice, I climbed into Eagle and started up the simulated match. After I've practiced a few rounds, I shut down the simulators and climb out of Eagle. I can tell my reaction times are improving. I'm sure with a little more practice, I'll be ready to face on a Begaisha. Since there's some extra time, how do I want to spend the rest of my afternoon? Mayu. It's the only option, so you know. Mayu and I discovered we both share an interest in music. She plays the violin while I play the piano. After we got to talking about music, Maya promised she'd play with me. True to her word, Maya didn't end up playing for me. I jokingly mentioned we should start a band, but she was receptive to the idea, so we decided to go for it. I make my way to the music room. I finally convinced Maya we should expand the band, and we're now holding auditions for our newest member. Although I played for me the first time, she loosened up a lot, and we've been jamming regularly together. I found a flyer for local musicians. The community is sponsoring a talent night for both bands and solo artists. I know Maya and I are ready to compete, and after much cajoling, I don't know, I got her agreed to sign up. The only problem is a band is considered 3 or more people. Neither one of us wants to perform alone, so the only thing left to do is recruit a 3rd member. Mayu is already setting up the music room when I arrive. Hey Mayu. Mayu pauses and smiles when she sees me.
Hi, you made it. I mean, of course you made it, but you're early, which is nice. Not that I think you can't be early to things, but...
Her voice fades and she drops her gaze. I'm a little nervous too. Maya flashes me with an appreciative smile.
I hope hope we find someone good.
Same here.
There will only be singers auditioning today, right?
Yeah, I think having a vocalist will complement our sound. Mayo nods.
I agree.
I help her move some of the clutter to the corner of the room and set up a long table with chairs in the middle of the room for us to sit. This is the judge's table. Maya sits at the table while I poke my head out in the hole. Will the first edition please enter the room? As I return to my seat, a short student with slicked back hair walks in. He's changed out of his uniform and his shirt hangs loosely over a small frame. I squint to get a better look and notice his shirt is decorated with all different types of footwear, sandals, flip-flops, etc. This is going to be interesting. Maya's throat is burrowed when she wears a hesitant smile. She seems just as apprehensive as I am. Hello, what's your name? The boy wears a goofy grin. Hi, I'm Bill Hang. What are you going to sing today?
City humps.
Maya and I glance at each other. This is a popular song back when we were kids. I nod. Whenever you're ready. Bill flashes another lopsided grin. As he belts out a tune, he begins to bounce his knees and stiffly jerks his hips from side to side. He sings in a monotone and his cadence almost feels robotic. Part of his strange dancing reminds me of someone gaining used to their limbs for the first time. I glance over at Maya who has a forced smile frozen onto her face. Her eyes seem almost panicked. Finally, he finishes and waits expectantly for feedback. At least you got spirit. I put on a cathartic smile. Thanks for coming out. Bill continues to stare at me as if expecting more. You had a great passion in your performance. Bill stares stoically as I give him my feedback, then looks expectantly at Mayo. She fidgets under his gaze and she tries to find something to say.
Well, it was... You were very brave to sing in front of us, and I think it's great that you did.
She nods, seemingly satisfied with her review. I'm about to dismiss him and someone else interrupts me.
Excuse me, but are you in the wrong room? This audition is for singers. I'm not sure what you thought you were doing up there, but it certainly was not singing.
Another student sits beside Mayo. He's wearing an A's uniform without teal stripes, so he isn't a pilot. Mayo merely glances over at the student, but otherwise doesn't react to his presence. Maybe he's one of her music friends? She must have asked him to sit in on auditions and helps us judge who will be a good fit. Despite the new guy's trashing comments, Bill doesn't seem fazed.
I did my very best, and that's all I could have done. I have no professional training, but I am very glad of my performance.
Maya smiles encouragingly.
That's great. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, thanks. We'll be in touch. Maya's friend crosses his arms and waits for Bill to leave. Once Bill leaves, he is immediately replaced by another student. He's still in his uniform, but contrastly, his long dark hair falls to mid-back and covers one eye.
Hi, my name is Slasher, and I'll be singing an original song I wrote myself.
Hi.
He cuts Maya off in the middle of a greeting and screams in a hoarse voice. Oh god. I scream with Slasher before my eyes literally begin to bleed. Thank you, I think we've heard enough. Maya's eyes are wider than I've ever seen, and she flinches every time Slasher belts out a word.
Thanks. If you could please stop for a second.
Her friend clamps his hands over his ears and cringes in pain.
Stop, for the sake of our sanity.
Slasher finally quiets down, but looks confused.
Are you trying to turn us all into raving psychopaths? Because the only effect constant yelling has on me is making me angry.
What? I haven't even gotten to the killing part yet. Here, listen.
Maya and I shout simultaneously. No! Slasher pauses again. Maya's friend looks like he's about to speak again, but we silence him with death glares. I think I've gone deaf. That was quite possibly the worst song I've ever heard. I would say more, but I can't hear myself over the ringing in my ears. In response, Slashy opens his mouth, ready to belt on a line. Maya immediately stops him.
Wait, your song is definitely very original, but it's not quite the direction we're going for this band.
Whatever. You guys can't even begin to comprehend my genius.
Slasher turns on his heel and walks out of the room. With a breath of sigh and relief, prepares myself for the next audition. A girl walks in. She's wearing her age uniform and has her dark hair pulled back into a messy ponytail. She seems normal so far, but I don't want to get my hopes up. Hello. She smiles warmly and waves.
Hi, my name is Mitsuki.
Maya seems hopeful.
Feel free to begin whenever you're ready.
Mitsuki nods and takes a deep breath. Her voice shakes as she sings a soft melody, but grows in power as she gains confidence. Maya and I blink at each other. She's actually good. I close my eyes and find myself getting lost into Mitsuki's voice. Before long, her song is done. Mitsuki waits nervously for her feedback. Maya stands to her feet and suddenly her chair wobbles.
You were wonderful! You have a powerful voice which would perfectly complement our instruments and the emotion behind your song. I could feel what you were singing.
Mitsuki blushes at Maya's praise.
Thank you.
What Maya said. I couldn't agree more with what Maya said. That was a beautiful performance. Mitsuki breaks to a wide smile. The random guy raises his hand.
Excuse me, but what was that?
Mitsuki blinks, obviously confused. I'm not sure what this guy is talking about either.
This good shy girl act is so played out. Where's the confidence, the fire, and for God's sake, have you ever heard of a comb?
Mitsuki runs her hand through her hair.
I'm sorry. My last class was physical education, and I was running a little late.
I'm leaning close to Mayu. What's he your friend? He's kind of a jerk.
Wait, I thought he was your friend.
We stare at each other for a second, then focus our attention at the mystery guy. Hey. He glances over at us. Who are you?
Excuse me?
He pulls a face of disgust.
How dare you? Don't you know who I am?
No. Mayu shakes her head. The guy scoffs.
Clearly, I have made a terrible mistake. You peasants wouldn't know greatness if it bit you in the ass.
With a loud sniff of disdain, he psychologically exits the classroom. Awkward.
So, did I pass?
Yeah, we'd love for you to join the band.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. We have your information, so we'll let you know when our next practice will be, and hopefully we'll see you there.
Thank you. Yes, I'll be there. Okay, thank you again.
Grinning from ear to ear, Mitsuki practically skips out of the room.
Is it strange that I feel kind of nervous?
How come?
I don't know. I'm really excited. I'm already getting ideas for new pieces that will incorporate her voice. So, I don't know why I'm so nervous.
It's probably because of how bad the previous editions were. You're hoping this good one edition isn't a fluke.
Maybe.
She smiles at me.
We should probably clean up. I think our reserve time is running out.
After Maya and I clean up the music room, we part ways so she can go to class. I can't wait to see what kind of music the three of us will create together. I made my way towards the cafe to meet our account manager from Dashu. I tried to anticipate the kind of questions you'll ask about Eagle, so I have my answers ready. Unit said it was an interview, but I still want to make a good impression. As I enter the cafe, I sweep my gaze across the room and spot a man wearing a Dashu jacket. That must be him. After ordering a cup of coffee, I walk over to greet him. Hello. The man faces me, and I'm surprised by how young he looks. He only seems to be a couple of years older than us. I'm Drew, the pilot for Eagle from ACE 204911. He smiles and gestures to the seat across from him. I accept the seat.
Thanks for meeting me on such short notice. As I'm sure you know, I'm Yuri Ariev, your account manager with Dashu.
The waitress places our drinks on the table. He takes a sip from his drink and seems pleasantly surprised. That must be some good coffee.
I'm not going to put you on the spot, but I am curious about a few things.
About Eagle?
Eagle?
He looks genuinely confused. I guess my intel was incorrect.
No, about Hyperdrive.
Hyperdrive? That was the team I played for at CINY. Looks like Yuri did his homework on me. Sure, ask away. I'll try to answer the best I can. He smiles.
I am more interested about the team and sponsorship dynamics in the West. I've researched that companies have official teams in the school rather than just sponsoring a different team from time to time.
I nod. That's right.
Hyperdrive is an S-ranked division team at CINY. That's quite the accomplishment. I can see why you transferred into ACE with a history like that.
Hard work paid off. Thank you, I practiced a lot and studied to make sure my application was strong from both sides. Yuri seems pleased by my answer.
What were your teammates like?
Hyperdrive had about 20 pilots on the team. I didn't know all of them well, but I made a few friends. Yuri takes another sip of his coffee. From his coffee.
Ah yes, I've heard the official company teams tend to recruit purely from an efficiency and winning standpoint. There's even internal competition within the team to see who are the strongest pilots.
I nod.
Which means your solo rank must have been strong if you were the primary backup after the starting 4.
Yeah, although I can't say everyone was pleased with her first year being primary backup. Yuri chuckles.
I take it the more senior members of the team weren't pleased.
Oh, not at all. Yep, because of that, most people I considered to be close were other first years, but some of the seniors who were already on the starting lineup would help me train.
Sounds like there was a very split dynamic among the team, which is not surprising given how large it is. It's hard to foster close camaraderie when everyone competes for the same spots.
There were definitely a lot of cliché stuff in the group? I don't know. I tried to stay away from any drama. I was just focused on bringing up my rank.
How well do you think that model works compared to the model here?
I pass. The pressures are different, but I do believe smaller teams make more efficient teams. You're more invested in your personal training and development, not because there is a looming pressure that someone is just a number away from replacing you, but because you're an important member of your team. And of course, you end up fostering close relationship with your team members. But the whole sponsorship process here is incredibly imbalanced. Yuri nods understandingly. Honestly, I'm grateful you agreed to sponsor us. We were rejected a few times before. Yuna was really disappointed. And Yuna was really disappointed by how unwilling most companies were to consider us.
Your team at ACE is a little unique. Even though you guys are an S-ranked division team, because you're a new team with no history of performance, you're also considered high risk.
High risk?
Yeah, it's hard to gauge whether your team is a strong up-and-comer or if your entry into this division was a fluke. Most companies don't like that uncertainty.
If that's the case, how come you decided to take that risk? He grins.
I know good talent when I see it. If I had been too afraid to take risks, I never would have landed Yudai. When I signed him on, he was a new pilot but already showed so much potential.
He looked wistful.
What happened to him was tragic. The least I could do is to help his sister, especially after seeing how his death affected her.
Wait, what happened?
You don't know?
He falters.
You should probably talk to Yuna.
Okay. Sure. As an uncomfortable silence settles, where we both sip on our drinks. Once he downs the last of his coffee, he checks his phone and smiles politely.
I have to run to another meeting. Thanks again for stopping in to chat with me, and I'm sure we'll see each other soon.
Thanks, it was nice to meet you. I say my goodbye and take another sip of my drink as I watch him leave. What happened to Yuna's brother? How come she never mentioned him to me? Questions raced through my mind, but I clear them away as I finish my drink. This is probably one of the steps why she went into the psychology part of that. And like the health part and such. I shouldn't drive myself crazy thinking about questions I don't have answers to. The next time I see Yuna, I'll ask. In the meantime, I still have time before I should go home. What should I do to clear my mind? Actually, Kiori. The match against Onabagashi Ling is on my mind. I've watched some replays of their past matches, and they're predominantly a melee-oriented team. My best practice against them will be to practice with Kiori and Ara. She doesn't answer when I call, but I make way to the hangar anyway. When I arrive, I see Kiori is already in a simulation match. No wonder she's not answering her phone. After grabbing her attention, she agrees to play with me. I will be go and enter into the simulation with Ara. Ara just forward with an aggressive stab. Dodge easily. I easily dodge her attack. Igu loses balance and stumbles forward. Counter attack. Igu uses counter attack. It's super effective. Really? Ara has fainted. Really? I mean, has been depowered. Kiori's frustration is audible through the comms. This marks her 4th consecutive loss. She's playing too aggressively and not planning out any tactics. Let's take a break.
No! We need to keep practicing.
I'd like to take a break for a minute. I need to get a drink. We can continue after.
Fine.
Ara disconnects from our virtual simulation. I do the same and hop out of my cockpit and reconvene with Kiori at a gear. Her arms are crossed and she has a sour look on her face. Kiori. She looks up at me. I'm not sure what that was all about, but we can't let that happen in a real match.
You think I don't know that?
She looks annoyed, but sighs anyway.
It's just, we absolutely can't lose to Ona Bugiesha.
We won't. Don't worry, let's not forget we're currently an undefeated team. Kiori not slowly.
As a newly found team, I'm honestly a little surprised by our hot streak.
And we're keeping that streak going, right?
Of course. Not even May can ruin this for us.
A blink at her. Where did that come from? Regardless, her mood certainly seems to be lifted. I'm glad we got that sorted out. Kiori nods but can't quite hide a yawn. She covers her mouth, and after taking a look at her, I notice bags in her eyes. It looks like she used makeup to cover it up so I wouldn't notice. Someone stayed up all night? I knew it. You're a closet party girl. We should hang out together if you want to do a little nightlife scene.
Seriously, how can you still be this dumb after all this time?
Don't lie, I see bags under your eyes.
What bags?
Someone's not been getting their beauty sleep. Actually, now that I think about it, that explains why you're cranky all the time too. Wham! I heard my fresh bruise, already used to her doing this. I thought you were tired, where did that energy come from?
Let's get back to practicing.
You're the boss. We turn back into our gears and load up another simulation match. Kiori is more focused than before, no longer making such rash decisions. Ultimately, we end up getting a solid training session from our duels. Before long, it becomes late and we say goodbye before heading home. As I enter the house, I hear soft giggles coming from the living room. A tuft of blonde hair peeks over the couch. Another wave of giggles floats from the couch, but ceases abruptly as I step closer. Nikki hangs up the phone and turns around to greet me.
Hi, big bro.
I plop down next to her. What a guy. Her eyes grow wide.
How did you know it was a guy?
You just told me. I didn't, but I do now. She pouts.
That's tricky.
So, who was it?
No one.
Doesn't sound like no one.
He's just a classmate.
I reach out and grab Nikki's phone while she's distracted.
No, give it back!
She screams in my ear as she leaps over me, reaching towards her phone. I fend her off and keep the phone away from her grasping hands. As she continues to struggle, I worm my way off the couch and flip through her call list before she can scramble to her feet. Last number is to a Ken. What kind of Japanese name is Ken? Nikki snatched the phone right as I speak, then pummels my chest with her fist.
Oh my god, you are such a jerk.
Is he even a real person?
Of course he is.
But his name is Ken.
You're the worst.
She hits me hard a long last time before turning on her heel and storming upstairs. When she's all the way to the top, she pauses.
And by the way, Ken means strong in Japanese.
Nikki stumbles into her room and slams the door. Oh, yeah. Whoops. Still, Ken. I hear laughter. Is that me, or did I just laugh out loud? Kaito's leaning against the door behind me, a broad smile on his face. I jump when I see him. First Akira, now Kaito. How is everyone always sneaking up on me?
That's good. Ken is a funny name. It's like... Yen!
He continues laughing at his joke, then gradually calms down.
Why does your face look like that?
Like what? I always look like this.
No, like this.
He mimics a look of cringing and disbelief. I don't... What? I should go do my homework.
Good idea. Get smart.
I slowly head towards the stairs, still unsure about what just happened. As I walk up the stairs, I can still hear faint echoes from Kaito and the echoes from Ken Yen. Since I was already in my room, I got up and studying until it was time to sleep. For sleep. And that's where I end it for right now. It's, from what I know, another 1.5 hours, so... Yipes, we're getting close. Getting very close to the ending of the game. And I do actually wonder what the game turns into in the end. But I guess we'll see soon enough.